Right, let's jump straight into this explainer. Today, we're putting a famously popular product under the microscope, but through a highly specific lens. We are talking about Dr. Elsey's Ultra Premium Clumping Litter. But we aren't just giving you some generic overview. Oh no, we are putting it to the ultimate test, the giant, fluffy, undeniably massive Norwegian forest cat. If you share your home with one of these large breed felines, you already know standard rules rarely apply. So let's see how this vet-formulated litter actually stacks up against breed reality.
Think about it. Is generic litter just flat out failing your giant cat? A lot of general product reviews completely ignore this crucial question. They'll tell you if a litter is, generally good, but far fewer test it against what a Norwegian forest cat specifically brings into your home. We're talking enormous waste volume, heavy paw tufts that basically sweep litter across your hardwood floors, and very real dust considerations for sensitive respiratory systems. If you're managing a giant cat, generic criteria are probably failing you.
Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The Giant Cat Challenge. 2. The Dr. Elsey's Formula. 3. The Dust Controversy. And finally, 4. The Final Verdict. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Giant Cat Challenge. Because, honestly, you can't really evaluate a product without first understanding the user, right? Let's see how your cat's unique biology changes the rules of the litter game.
The baseline challenge here is absolutely fascinating. The Norwegian forest cat, or NFC, is a large, slow-maturing breed. According to the official FIFA breed standard, they don't even reach full physical maturity until they are 4 or 5 years old. Males typically hit a staggering 6 to 9 kilograms. That's roughly 13 to 20 pounds. When you're dealing with a cat of this immense scale, you are dealing with a proportionally massive waste volume. Standard litters that form soft, crumbly clumps, they simply start to fail and break apart when you try to scoop them at this scale.
But weight isn't the only hurdle. Take a look at this physical trait, the NFC paw tufts. This dense, thick fur growing right between their toe pads acts exactly like a broom. A short-haired cat might step in and out of a box cleanly, sure. But those beautiful paw tufts pick up lightweight granules by the dozen, tracking standard litter absolutely everywhere in your house. A low-tracking design isn't a luxury for this breed. It's a fundamental requirement.
Section 2. The Dr. Elsey's Formula. Enter our proposed solution. This is a very famous vet-formulated option that claims to solve these exact headaches.
35 plus. That number represents over 3.5 decades of feline-only veterinary practice. The brand was founded by Dr. Bruce Elsey, a practicing vet who formulated this litter way back in 1987, drawing on his experience with thousands of cats. This veterinary credential isn't just some marketing embellishment. It is a genuine historical foundation for the product's design, aiming to fix the most common reasons cats completely avoid the litter box.
So how does this exact combination tackle our giant cat problem? Well, the core material is 100% bentonite clay, but the real secret sauce is the medium grain formulation. It combines a heavy, non-tracking design with incredibly strong clumping action. Because the granules are physically heavy, they don't stick to those dense NFC paw tufts we talked about. And because it's designed to prevent moisture from ever reaching the bottom of the tray, it produces genuinely hard clumps that resist breaking apart. It perfectly handles the massive waste volume of a 20-pound cat.
Plus, this formulation is entirely unscented. No added perfumes, no deodorant compounds. By ditching those artificial fragrances, it avoids triggering litter box avoidance in scent-sensitive cats. It relies strictly on absorption and clumping for odor control, rather than just masking the smell. And honestly, that is a massive win for feline health and comfort.
Section 3. The Dust Controversy. Now, if we just stopped there, this would be a flawless product. But as we dig deeper into real-world owner community reporting, we uncover a pretty unexpected shift.
Okay, so here's where things get a little tricky, and we have to report the data impartially. On one side, we have the manufacturer's documentation claiming the formula is 99.9% dust-free. This perfectly matches the brand's 35-year historical reputation. However, multiple recent reviews on independent aggregator sites are showing a real pattern of inconsistent dusty batches. Long-term buyers, people who have used this for years, are specifically describing increased dustiness in recent purchases. Whether it's a permanent formulation tweak or actually maybe just isolated manufacturing hiccups, the pattern is clearly there.
And this caveat matters deeply. Silica dust exposure is a documented long-term concern for literally any clay-based litter across the entire category. If you're a household managing feline asthma, or if you yourself have human respiratory sensitivity, Absolutely consistent batch-to-batch dust performance is non-negotiable. You really have to weigh these recent reports heavily before buying.
Oh, and add to that the sheer logistical reality of the packaging. Dr. Elsey's often comes in a massive 40-pound bag. When you combine 40 pounds of dense clay with the awkward mechanics of actually pouring it into a litter box, you have a genuine physical handling challenge. It's not a flaw in the litter itself, but it is a very real practical hurdle if you're a solo cat owner or have any lifting limitations.
Section 4, the final verdict. We've got incredibly strong clumping fundamentals pitted against recent batch inconsistencies and heavy packaging. Let's synthesize all of this data into actionable takeaways for you.
Looking objectively at the data, this product earns a 7.8 out of 10. The clumping and odor control fundamentals remain genuinely fantastic, and those heavy granules do an excellent job keeping litter out of Norwegian forest cat paw tufts. However, we have to pull that score down from perfection because of the recent dust consistency reports. It means it should be purchased cautiously, not blindly.
This breakdown clearly shows exactly who will benefit most from this formula. We definitely recommend it for multi-cat households that prioritize hard, reliable clumping that won't crumble. It's also great for owners actively avoiding fragranced litters. On the flip side, we do not recommend this if you or your cat have confirmed respiratory sensitivity. Those recent dust reports just make it too much of a gamble. And, for sure, pass on this if rustling a 40-pound bag is going to be a daily physical strain.
If you do decide this is the right fit, here is your smartest game plan. Step 1. Do not commit to the 40-pound bag immediately. Buy the 18 to 20-pound bag first to test the dust performance of the current batch for yourself. Step 2. Remember that the best litter in the world won't help if your cat's box is too small. For a 20-pound Norwegian forest cat, consider a massive alternative like the PetMate giant litter pan. Honestly, box dimensions often matter more than the litter brand if the cat can't even comfortably turn around in the first place.
I'll leave you to reflect on that question. Because, as we've seen throughout this explainer, generic solutions rarely work for exceptional animals. Understanding your giant cat's highly specific physical needs, from their massive scale right down to their furry little toes, is the real secret to a clean home and a happy feline. Thanks for learning with us today.